Now at 4, Sac City teachers on strike. Day 1 of the walkout, closing schools across the district. Instead of being in the classroom, teachers are walking the picket lines. The labor dispute leaving parents scrambling, trying to find care for their children not in school.
We drove by the school and saw the teachers, gave them a little energy, some honks and stuff, and then we came here.
You know, sometimes in life, you don't pick the fights pick you, right?
The teachers and district are in a standoff over take-home pay, staffing shortages, and COVID protocols. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us at 4 o'clock. I'm Elizabeth Kling.
And I'm Curtis May. Our news streaming right now on CBS News Sacramento. The strike is impacting more than 40,000 students in 76 schools. Sac City Unified is the state's 13th largest school district. The big question right now, how long will this strike last?
We just spoke with the Sac City Unified School District Superintendent.
And here's what Jorge Aguilar had to say just moments ago in a Zoom interview with CBS 13's Madison Keevee.
Just really acknowledge and recognize how difficult and frustrating this has been for our community, not just over the past few weeks or couple of weeks or even today, but particularly today, but over the past couple of years, the amount of trauma that our students have experienced, the educational disruption as well. I'm a parent in the district. I have 3 children in our district as well. No one wants a strike for a lot of reasons. The way that it frays relationships, the discomfort that it creates, the very difficult personal decision making that it creates as well. So we are going to do everything we can to bring back our students.
A difficult time indeed. Now CBS 13's Madison Keevee is live now, joining us from John F. Kennedy High School with more. Madison.
Yeah, no, the location here, let me explain. You don't hear anything. The field is empty, no whistles, no students out at practice, of course, and that's because all extracurricular activities, athletic practices, and athletic games were canceled today. That's, you know, something like soccer, as one middle schooler told us earlier. This is all because schools are closed due to the strike. This was day 1, and parents that I talked to today say they hope it was day 1 of 1.
These are all the things we're going to do, and I'm like, that's about a week's worth of stuff, you know?
It could take that long for teachers and Sac City School District leaders to come to an agreement.
I'm Grandpa, and I'm here with Edie and Ruka.
When there's no school and mom and dad are at work, the park with Grandpa is the next best option.
So it's hard to, you know, adjust your life that quickly.
It's especially hard for families with 2 parents who work. One dad helps out another before he heads to work and his wife gets home.
I would like to think that they're going to work this out pretty quickly because it seems like a huge inconvenience for all the parents, which is, you know, thousands of people.
This dad is relieved it's a nice day, but said there wasn't much time to make a plan. He got word the strike was on after 9 last night.
We're just kind of trying to finagle our work schedules to work with this. It's a pretty big inconvenience, but it's also kind of nice to just be out in the middle of the day.
That's how one middle school parent told us she feels. She said her daughter has already missed enough over the last 2 years thanks to the pandemic.
It's like kind of annoying because I'm also like a soccer athlete too, so I'm on the school team, and we would have had a game today.
What happens if it goes longer than today?
It's going to be something along the lines of unpaid time off if it comes to it.
Now, over the course of these conversations, we've mentioned a 1-day strike that happened back in 2019. The difference between that one and this one is that was only teachers. This time, it's not just the teachers union, but also classified staff that were out today, which forced the district then to close schools. Coming up here at 5, we're going to dig into the proposal that's on the table right now from the district and, of course, share more with my conversation with the superintendent of Sacramento City Schools.
All right, Madison, thank you. And the district is offering grab-and-go lunches for students at several locations. The meals are available between 11:30 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, daily until the strike is over.
So we want to make sure they're still eating those fresh fruits and vegetables, that they can maintain their health and all the healthy habits that they've learned in our program. So now that schools are closed again, we're making sure that kids continue to get that healthy food.
And we've got the full list of locations at CBS13.com. Sacramento's mayor imploring both sides to end the strike immediately. He says, quote, kids have missed enough school. Their education and mental health are at stake. They will continue to suffer if the adults continue to fight amongst themselves.